Hey, Hawkeye fans. Well, another heartbreaker. We're going to be recapping the USC game. We've got an awesome interview with wide receiver Seth Anderson, and we're going to be answering some of your guys' questions as well. Thanks for submitting those. And of course, previewing the Michigan State game. Welcome back. This is Talkin Hawks presented by Hills Bank.
Hills Bank is your hometown financial champion, here to help you score some wins. Because at Hills Bank, managing your money is easy. They've got 19 local branches, 40,000 surcharge-free ATMs around the country, and online account access anytime.
Plus, Hills Bank is the bank on campus at the University of Iowa. So whether you're a student athlete or a Hawkeye superfan, Hills Bank helps you get in the game. Visit us today in person or at hillsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Hey, Matt.
Hey.
How's it going?
God is good.
What do you got in your drink?
Hey, you know what? Actually, I was like sitting here. Why do I have this in my shaker bottle that I use to blend up the drink?
You don't know if that's clean.
John?
It's clean.
Okay.
See, there we go.
Great.
No, it's called Ignite. I'm trying out, instead of just drinking energy drinks like you currently are, I'm trying out a new thing. So
You're
can
trying out
save
a
a little
new
more
energy
money.
drink. It's
Yeah,
just not
but instead of
carbonated.
paying $3, well, I hate the carbonated stuff, but instead of paying $30 for like 12 cans, I can pay $45 for a month's worth of hopefully good, clean energy.
All right.
It's my first time ever trying it. So if you've ever used Mountain Ops, I'd love to hear.
Cool. Okay. Well, where do you want to start?
Cry?
No. Wait, what did you say? You said cry. Where do you want to start? Cry? No, you said you've heard of the cardiac kids. We're actually
The Heartbreak Kids right now, yeah. It's very sad. Losing a lot of
Pain.
heartbreakers.
So much pain. I know. Well, and the thing is, too, I think it was David Eichholt that tweeted
Oh, we're
this.
talking ball immediately. I love it. Go ahead, David Eichholt.
I have nothing else to offer. I don't think. I don't know. Do you have anything?
What was your game day outfit?
Leggings and a sweatshirt. We were home. It was lovely. No, David Eichholt tweeted something along the lines of like, in order to have, I'm going to paraphrase here, but it was something along the lines of like, to have a really good season, you have to, like, it's really hard to have a really good winning season. Like anything over, let's just say 8-4, a really difficult thing to do. And in order to do that, you have to have some like lucky breaks. Like the ball has to bounce your way at some point. And it just seems like throughout the season, the ball just hasn't ever bounced our way. We haven't gotten any lucky breaks. Like you think about just even going back to 2015, since that's like fresh on the mind, of course, like it just seems like there were some times where you're like, oh man, like that we got lucky there. Or the ball really,
Sure.
like just little breaks. And gosh, that just definitely did not happen this past weekend. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Well, I feel this might be a hot take. So, John, get ready to clip it.
Okay.
I think this team is the best team since 2015. Like they had all the components.
Mm-hmm.
When that first drive against USC, bang, 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 93 yards against Oregon, bang, bang, bang. Like there's the offensive stuff that unfortunately Mark missed summer, missed spring. And I think those count way more than just missing a little time. I don't think necessarily injury ridden, but just missing that time hurts. The running game is really good. The offensive line was depleted. We had one start. Logan Jones was the only starter at one point on the offensive line against USC. When all five of those guys are in, we're really good. And defensively, 26 is a lot of points to get on our defense, honestly. And USC was making some incredible catches. I'm talking like perfectly thrown passes, perfectly caught balls. It kind of reminded me of like LJ Scott just holding the ball over Michigan State 2015 Big Ten Championship, just reaching over barely. Like that's the one time it didn't go our way. And we lost.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is the best team since 2015.
Yeah. And it seems like just in listening to some of the guys, it just seems like this is a team that is like very much so like they know that too. It's a really special team where they all feel very much together. And like you had said too, in 2015, it was like you were all playing for each other,
Yes.
Whether you were like second string, fourth string, whatever that looked like, everybody was playing to make each other better. And it seems like that is the culture around this team too. So some positive things. Okay. And it's just a bummer too. We lost by 1 point. What was the final score, Matt?
Of what?
USC.
5. 26-21.
Okay. So
That's why we
add
went forward on fourth down instead of kicking a field goal there at the end of the game.
Okay. So add that to the like point total of how much.
15 total across 4 losses.
So sad.
3,
so freaking
2,
sad.
5, and 5.
Now, I think it's been everybody's kind of like harped on the refs, harped on all of the things. But can we just acknowledge the toe tapping by Caden Weegan? He's not going to put it up there.
Oh, you're not going to green screen it?
No, not now.
No. Don't you usually just slap it over the hole?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a slap. Please do that for me.
But just come on. And I had seen somebody say like, oh, if you're looking at it from the aerial view, he definitely was out. Now, I don't know, but looking at it from the view that we just put up there.
So the tough part about that is when I saw it real time, I wanted so badly for it to be in, but that's before his momentum. Because like when you step in the ground, your foot doesn't stay stagnant in the ground. It moves with you, especially if you're running across. So his toe hits, but his momentum carries it. So his foot just comes down naturally out of bounds. He was out.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
It's 2 against 1.
Yeah, John's on my side.
He was very close. And at that point, yes, it's just, I want him to be in. I really want him to be in.
No, he's in.
So here's the deal though, that kind of goes back to it. And Mark is going to see this. He double hitched. So it should have been, you get to the back of your drop, one hitch, ball's out. The coverage was doing that, where the guy that was lined up over Caden Weegan was playing inside leverage, meaning he's taking away anything to the inside. Caden does a really good job of staying on his outside shoulder, sticking his foot in the ground and going. Ball should have been out after the first hitch. But because Mark hitched twice, he then had to make a Herculean throw, which the throw was actually really good. But if he takes the one hitch and throws it on time, it's not an issue. I do think Caden did a great job going up there and getting it. We just didn't have our Indiana moment like that guy did. We were
So
close.
sad. I don't know if John would.
It also shouldn't come down to that play.
I know you always say that kind of stuff. I don't know if you put up like the caption on there, but it was like, NCAA, are we serious right now? You suck. I hate you. It's like
From that,
it was from
then-
Barstool, Iowa. I didn't write that. I did not write that. It was just funny. And then
Clip it before she says that.
yeah, and then Caden actually commented on it with like the melting emoji smiley faces. I was like, oh man. It brings back like that that you felt when Cooper's fair catch.
Yes.
It brings back that. There was another one too. Cooper's fair catch. That
Kamari Moulton on the 2-point conversion where he jumps out against Oregon.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like
The Elijah Surratt, the touchdown for Indiana because Deshaun Lee's playing off man and just misses him.
but like just that kind of stuff. And again, like you always say, like it shouldn't have to come down to the one play. But as they say, that's football, Matt.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, play the full 60.
Yeah, that's tough. And you know, a lot of people are just not super happy about the non-calls for the
one thing that
the
was driving me
holding.
nuts. So holding, there was a couple there. I saw at least 3 or 4 face masks
Oh, yeah.
that did not get called on Kamari Moulton.
Mhm.
Like blatant. Like they're even showing the replay and the commentators are like, how did they miss that? There were 3 or 4. That's not just back in the old days. Wow. I hate that I said that. Prior to in the NFL, they had 2 types of face mask penalty. Like if you grazed someone's face mask, it was almost like a incidental contact. Like it happened, 5-yard penalty, whatever. And then if you grabbed it, it was 15. Well, now obviously everything's 15, but like that's 15 yards and an automatic first down every time that happens. I'm not blaming the refs, but I'm kind of blaming the refs. How do you miss 3? And one of them was right in front of Abdul Hodge, and he's like doing this right in front of the ref. Like, how did you not see that? So those ones I can't excuse because that's 15 yards and a first down. Also going back, we only went 3 and out, I believe twice. Like the interception was bad luck, right? Like it bumps up instead of shooting down like everything does when a ball gets tipped. He's rolling out to his right, throws it to Jacob Gill, and it hits off the defender's hand as he puts his hand in there. It goes right to their guy, right? Like that's what you're talking about when it says just not going our way.
But hey, let's talk about this. I don't want to talk about the refs anymore.
Okay. Well,
You suck. I hate you. I'm just kidding. That wasn't me.
Jeez.
I didn't say it. No, I didn't say that. But let's just talk about the double pass or whatever you want to call it.
It's called the Philly Special.
The Philly Special. That was so much fun. I haven't had that much fun watching a football game in a really long time. Just like
That's what I said too.
John said it too. It was one of those moments where you're like, that way. Like just so, and don't get me wrong, I love watching Iowa football and I have fun pretty much every time I watch them. But that is just a next like, oh my gosh, like
We did
so
that.
unexpected, super fun. Also, Reese Vanderzee, that came out of his hand so nicely. And it just like, it looked effortless. It was lovely. It was so fun. Great catch, Mark. So fun.
So in the first half, this is why I really thought we were going to steamroll him, because Mark had a rushing, receiving, and passing touchdown in the first half, and then we didn't score the rest of the game.
I know. Bummer.
But yeah, the Philly special. Do you know where that comes from?
Philly.
It's a good start,
Especially. I don't know.
especially from Philly.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
I don't know.
So they called it on 4th down in the Super Bowl against the Patriots.
Oh.
When they were going in, Nick Foles talked Doug Pederson, who was the head coach, to call it on 4th down. And they're like, we got to have it. We got to run it. He's like, all right. So then Philly ran it for the first time. Nick Foles catches it in the back of the end zone. They win the Super Bowl.
So
and
fun.
then that's where they get the origin of that name for the Philly special.
I really loved it. I would
Yeah,
love
I
to
thought it
see
was
that.
great. And
every
KF
time.
trying not to cry on the sideline was awesome.
Oh, so great. And also, guys, stop. Are we getting like really into the weeds with like the analytical stuff, or can we just like talk about like random stuff?
I would love to hear your take.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, hey USC, stop changing jerseys. You're not fooling anybody. You already don't have names on the back of your jersey. Stop.
Yeah, the quarterback
It's
and
like-
punter changed from 80 to 0 this game.
It was like every time, like you'd hear in the
Oh.
background, our number 80 is now wearing number
Yes.
45.
It was like number 68 became 95, I think 2 or 3 times.
Like, can we not? Can we not keep doing that?
Yeah. No,
I don't-
but
it was
they
just
did
annoying
change.
me because I was like, why are they doing that? And you said they're just trying to be cute, and I was like, I don't have time for cute.
But they did change remember they ran their backup punter or backup quarterback out there as the punter as number 80. They changed both of their numbers to number 0 for this game.
I
And I don't like those kinds of games.
It's
Go out
just-
and go play football.
just go play football. Why are you being so weird about it?
No, that they beat us. But
Well, I
like,
know.
go play football.
It's just one of those things where you're like,
Yes.
you're so annoying.
I will say their receivers were the real deal.
Yeah. they were
Like
very
I'm
good.
talking Cohen Entringer is right there and they're catching passes. Zach Lutmer's right there doing what he's coached to do, rip out of his hands.
Mhm.
And it was really tough. TJ Hall goes out with an injury. So at number 3, Jalen Watson step in and he gets a pass interference call in the end zone. I think he had 2 pass interference calls. One of them, we did the all out blitz that we did against Indiana. We did against Oregon with Cohen Entringer and Xavier Wongpa right in his face. And he just lobs it up, right? And we got a young guy, Jalen Watson, out there. And the ball's underthrown. So he's watching his guy. It's hard to turn. If he turns, he picks it and probably runs in for a touchdown. But obviously he's playing man-to-man. He's not playing zone. So he's got to go wherever his man goes. That's one of those things where the more reps he gets, he knows the ball is going to come up soon and be able to probably track it and be aware. But those USC receivers, they were no joke. They made a lot of really good catches in the rain. So you got to give them credit.
Yeah. I know. Okay. Anything else?
I have a question for Matt.
Okay.
Does Gronowski run the ball more than the average quarterback?
Than the average quarterback? Yeah. Well, average. In the college game, a lot more athletic quarterbacks are there. It's a lot less pocket presence. Called quarterback runs, probably a little more than the average, but I don't even think he had that many carries in this game.
No, I know, but I just know that the commentators point that out a lot. They even called his legs a secret weapon.
Well, I would argue they're not secret. But so like this game, he carried the ball 8 times. So I mean that's as much as Jazz Patterson, who's our backup running back. 8 times, I guess, is a decent amount. That's probably more than average. He's known to be able to run. Obviously, he's won games with his legs. He did have the 1 QB draw that went all the way down. Thought he was going to unhook the trailer.
Still there.
Marky G. But like those types of plays are always available because of his legs.
What's that called? What's the thing that you're
The toe
trailing?
hitch.
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
All right. Do you have anything else? Any other notes for the game? John, do you have any other questions?
Well, I've got one more thing.
What?
As heartbreaking as this is,
Mhm.
there's still 2 more guaranteed games, one of which is a trophy game.
We're
Yeah.
already bowl eligible, right?
Yes.
So 3 guaranteed.
So we could still end the season with 9 wins. It's unfortunate. I thought we were going to hit 10, but obviously some really close games against really big. The fact that we were ranked 21 as a 3-loss team tells you the amount of respect Iowa was getting from the College Football Playoff Committee. And had we won that game, I mean, I think we would have had a legitimate chance to potentially push this thing forward. Unfortunately, now we're definitely out of the CFP, but now how do you finish the rest of the season? I think that's more so about how KF is going to build the culture for this team. So that way the guys that take over next year when Logan Jones is gone, Mark Gronowski is gone, Xavier Wonkpa is gone, Aaron Graves is gone, right? Cohen Entringer is gone.
Oh my goodness.
TJ Hall gone. Carson Shire gone. Jaden Harrell gone. Max Llewellyn gone. Ethan Herkett gone. Like, how do you set the expectation and the culture for the next team by finishing out this one?
Jeez.
And I didn't even talk about everybody on offense, like Jennings Dunker and Trevor Lauk.
This is getting sad.
Well, that's what I was like. I thought we were really like, oh, don't worry. And then you made it really sad.
I didn't make it sad. I'm saying like set the foundation here for these next, like, how do you handle when you're punched in the mouth? How do you handle it?
Yeah.
Are you going to go back to the drawing board and be like, all right, we got Michigan State this week. Let's finish out the season, set the culture so that way the guys that are sitting behind them know how to lead a team when things aren't going well.
I'm not handling it well.
Clearly.
Getting punched in the mouth, this is not okay.
That's why I said we should start by crying.
Oh, man. Okay. Do you have an unsung hero for this game?
Unsung hero brought to you by JB Roofing is going to be DJ Vonnahme. He's the freshman tight end that stepped in. He had 4 catches for like 80 some yards, made a lot of really big blocks, caught the ball when he needed to, but to have a freshman step in after an Addison Ostringer goes down for the year, they're trying to find out who tight end 2 really is between Zach Ortworth, Hayden Large, which DJ Vonnahme actually gave Hayden Large a lot of props and sort of pushing him along. But to come into a big time game, a playoff type environment, you could argue that our last 2 games have been playoff type environments. He scored against Oregon. He had the one down the middle on that 93-yard drive to end the game. And then against USC, he comes up and plays again. I mean, that's somebody who's ready for his job, next man in, come in and doing a really good job. And I feel like he's probably getting some props because he's tight end, he touches the ball. But to be a freshman and to come in and do that, I think is really special. So DJ Vonnahme, unsung hero, brought to you by JB Roofing.
Sweet. Okay. That's a great one. Next man in mentality. All right. Shall we get to our interview? This is with Seth Anderson. We'll be right back.
Flipper.
Need a new roof, gutter, or siding in Eastern Iowa? Call JB Roofing, a local and reliable roofer with over 20 years of experience. They do one roof at a time, unlike others who may juggle multiple projects and cut corners. They also serve a 45-mile radius around Kelowna and can help you with any insurance claims. No wait, call 319-656-ROOF or visit their website, jbroofingkelowna.com for a free estimate. JB Roofing, the small-town roofer you can trust. Hey Hawkeye fans, Big Grove is proud to be an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Whether you're at the game or watching from home, Big Grove has got you covered. Enjoy an easy Eddie from the stands or visit them for every Hawkeye game at any of their 4 convenient Iowa locations, whether that be Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, or my favorite, Solon. Cold beer, an award-winning game day menu, and warm hospitality welcome you and fellow fans as we root for the Hawks. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Go Hawks.
Big Grove Brewery, an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Enjoy responsibly.
The Appliance Barn, a grand appliance company, offers a wide range of high-quality appliances at unbeatable prices.
Whether you're in the market for a new refrigerator, dishwasher, or washing machine, they've got you covered. They also have a delivery and setup department to ensure your appliances get delivered and installed quickly. To find out more, visit appliancebarn.com. Iowa City Tire and Service offers the area's best automotive repair while offering top-notch customer service and a unique environment.
They have beer.
And that makes them unique?
No, but they have a really big dog.
Again, does that make them unique?
I mean, they have cookies for their customers.
Not unique.
They have great t-shirts.
Still waiting for it.
They have arcade games like Dig Dug that I may or may not have the current high score on. Still.
What?
Okay then, Iowa City Tire and Service has over 640 5-star Google reviews, and ChatGPT even says it's the #1 choice in the area.
You know, now that you mention it, those guys are pretty great.
Check them out at ictire.com or give them a call, 319-338-5401.
All right, Talkin Hawks fans, we're on the offensive side of the ball this
Finally.
time. Everyone, please welcome Seth Anderson. How's it going, Seth?
It's good. It's good. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. Doing really good. I like your sweatshirt.
Appreciate it.
Oh,
Is that
it's like
team
a
issue?
vest.
Yeah, this team issue right here.
That's a
Nice.
sleeveless hoodie.
Yeah, it's sleeveless. I just got a
sleeveless
shirt on under it.
I actually don't understand the point of a sleeveless hoodie. It doesn't keep you any warmer than a normal shirt.
All you
would.
got to keep warm is this.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, I don't really
we're
understand
running around
either.
enough. Like the arms stay warm.
Yeah, you can wear it when you're working out, stuff like that. But
Okay.
I like to put a shirt on under it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Seth, where are you from?
From Georgia, Swanee, Georgia. It's like
Georgia.
north of Atlanta.
Well, you called me to make sure that you were in the right place. And I
Yes.
saw it come up and I almost ignored it because I thought it was like spam or something.
Because the number.
Yeah. Do you get that a lot around here?
Nah, but they just surprised that it's a different number. But that's all.
Gotcha. So you're from Georgia.
hmm
Were you a fan of the Savannah Bananas?
I was not a fan. Nah. Heard them though. I've seen the
Yeah. Are
things.
you a baseball fan or not really?
I watch it here and there, but not really. I like
Okay.
the Braves. And I've been watching the World Series. So
Gotcha. Is that happening right now?
Yeah. Act like you know a little bit of what's going on.
I don't pay any attention to baseball. I've never really
That's
been a
good.
huge
The
baseball
Blue
fan.
Jays and the Dodgers.
Gotcha. So not the Braves, unfortunately.
Not the Braves.
Gotcha. What made you pick Iowa coming from Georgia?
it was just a great experience. And I just love the coaching staff here and the people in Iowa. And I feel like it was just home for me.
Okay. Did you have any other offers?
Well, this was Iowa wasn't your first school, was it?
Nah, I transferred in from Charleston Southern
Okay.
before this. But out of the portal, I had like Georgia Tech and Kansas. I was also thinking about those, but just Iowa's really stuck out to me.
Was there any part of you that thought maybe Georgia Tech would be the right choice because you'd be closer to family, or not really?
That definitely crossed my mind, but just looking at everything for me, I was definitely the best choice.
Okay. What are like the most, I would assume football is probably like the most popular sport, like for kids in Georgia. But like, were there other sports that you played too?
Yeah, I also ran track and wrestled. So in high school,
Wrestled?
yeah.
Really?
But football is big down there for sure.
Wrestling? I would not assume wrestling would be very popular down there. Is it?
I mean, it was only 2 wrestlers on the football team, so I guess not, but there were a lot of wrestlers.
Interesting.
You're a tall, lean dude to be wrestling.
Yeah, I really did it for a long time too.
Did
So,
you?
Yeah,
You didn't get any cauliflower ear?
nah, I couldn't do that.
What was your weight in high school?
I finished at 172,
172. That's not far
That's
off.
heavier than I expected.
How tall are you?
6 foot.
That makes sense.
I was 162 when I got to Iowa.
Okay,
So that's how I judge everybody else.
how they came
Are you
in.
heavier than me or not?
Yeah.
Now, granted, he had some years before. Well, no, 172 was high school, not when you got to Iowa.
Yeah.
So he's bigger than me.
Okay. That makes sense. But you said when you came to Iowa, it just kind of felt like a family atmosphere
Mhm.
when you got here. I feel like that's a pretty standard answer from people. What do you think about it? Like, gives it that vibe?
I'd say probably with the coaching staff and just how well people are like around.
Mhm.
Just, everywhere else, a lot of coaches get fired like every other week, things like that. And just the security of the staff being there and knowing each other is just a family vibe.
Mm-hmm. Who was one of the first coaches that like you got to chat with, or that was kind of like recruiting you out of the portal?
The old receivers coach, Coach Copeland,
Okay.
he had reached out to me like over Twitter, and I was like one of the first coaches.
Okay.
Did
Gotcha.
KB talk to you at all, being from Georgia?
KB?
Yeah.
Who's KB?
Kelvin Bell.
Oh, no, he ain't reached out to me.
I thought that was his area, but maybe it's different how they break down for portal versus out of high school.
I mean, I was out of South Carolina.
That's true. It
So
would have
it's-
been a different. God,
Yeah.
I keep getting.
Nah, you good, but
Yeah, that makes
that's
sense.
probably what
then.
it was, because he had came to my school and we had lunch together and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, do you have any siblings?
Yes, I got two older sisters, 2 older brothers, and a younger brother.
Whoa. 2, 4. So 6 in your family?
Yes.
That's a big family.
Mhm.
Did you like having a lot of siblings growing up, or not really?
Well, in the house, it was only just my older sister and my younger brother, because like
Okay.
everybody else kind of like already older and stuff like that.
So there's some distance between.
yes,
Okay.
yes, but it was cool growing up with my sister and brother. It was
Mhm.
good.
What's your guys' like age differences between you guys?
So my sister's 4 years older than me, and my little brother's 10 years younger than me. And I got an older brother 10 years older than me. Like, so it's all spread out for real.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, that's so unique too. I feel like the 10-year age gap. So my sister and I are 10 years apart. And I feel like she was always just like in a totally different like part of her life. Do you know what I mean? where like,
Yeah.
I don't know,
It's
like
a whole decade. So
a whole decade. Yeah. Where like having kids and getting married. And like I was still in high school, just like totally different. And like obviously she wasn't in the house too. So that was probably like part of your experience too, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
so it was pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
Nice. And so wait, wrestling and then what was the other sport?
Track.
And track. What'd you run in track?
I did the 1, 2
Mhm.
long jump. That
You
was
did
it.
4?
4x1.
But you didn't do the 400.
Not the 400. Probably should have, but I didn't really like track for real.
Really?
Track was probably just getting you ready for football.
Yeah, it's just one of those type deals.
I feel like track is one of those ones too, where you can like, you're doing the sport, but you can also like really hang out with your friends while you're there, right?
I mean, yeah, you got friends in the sport, but yeah, it was really just to keep my speed up
Oh, okay.
for football. It was
Understood.
good.
So she's not going to know this, but I'm going to ask her anyway. You know who his dad is?
No,
Dad was playing the league for how long?
10 years.
10 years.
really? What's his name?
Yeah.
I did
His
not know
name's
this.
Flipper Anderson. His name's Willie, but like he's known as Flipper Anderson.
Gotcha.
Still holds a record, right?
Yeah.
For most receiving yards in one game.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for saying that I wasn't going to know that. So I didn't look
Oh, that's
stupid.
a deep cut. Yeah.
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 Most people don't know that. So
Wow, that's really cool. So did that, was he like a big part of your like training process as you were growing up and
For
whatever
sure.
that looked like?
he taught me everything I know basically with
Mhm.
football. So that was definitely a best coach I've had, honestly, my whole life.
Did he coach like on the teams that you were on, or did he just coach you like as a dad out back? Like this is what we're going to work on.
Both. Growing up, he was the coach of my little leagues team, like not the head coach, but he was there.
Sure.
So he was coaching me then. And then just as I grew up, he was just still coaching me.
And you always liked having him be there.
Oh, yeah. He's a great mentor.
I feel like most of the guys that we've had on have appreciated their dads being their coach. I
Yeah.
got a 4-year-old son and a 7-month-old son. And so far I've coached our oldest Dax in basically everything,
Mhm.
right? Soccer, everything but wrestling.
Mhm.
And so I like to get a perspective of like if my kid's going to hate me or not, basically by the end of it.
Why don't you coach him in wrestling though?
The way that he does it now is he goes through the Hawkeye Wrestling Academy. And so Marinelli says no parents are allowed in here.
Okay.
So we have to leave.
Strict program.
Yeah, strict program. That's fun. Did your dad help you with wrestling at all?
Yeah, he wrestled too. So
Really?
he was right there with me.
Seriously? Like it
Seriously.
through high school or what?
I mean, through high school, he kind of laid off as well, but he was really coaching me through that too because he grew up in New Jersey, so they take it seriously, like wrestling.
Mm.
Right.
So he knew a lot more than me. He was just putting me on stuff.
So that makes sense on why you got involved. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What would you say is like your wrestling style?
Wrestling style, I think I was pretty quick. Dudes really couldn't like take me down, I guess. So like defensive, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. More offensive style of wrestling. That makes sense.
You think
Like,
you could take on like the old, sorry.
no, go ahead.
No, I interrupted.
No,
Sorry.
take on who?
Well, like if you had to take on one of the old linemen, you think you
Oh,
could?
lineman. I have talked trash. Like, oh, yeah, I'll pin y'all. Like, probably not. Nah. They're too big.
I got you. Was there any point where you thought maybe you wanted to wrestle in college or was it always football?
It was always football, honestly.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
Nah.
Did you not? What's one thing that like with wrestling, you're like, oh, like I like doing it in high school, but doing this like long term, I don't know if this is for me. Was it like the conditioning?
Just the love for football.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Just like, I just had to do football. At some point, I was like, I got to give this sport up for this sport.
That's fair.
Did you? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go.
No, I
You keep interrupting
I
me.
know that's no go. Go.
No, I feel like that would be like the biggest turnoff for a lot of people would be like high school wrestling. I'm sure like the conditioning and like the working out side of it, I'm sure is really intense. But college wrestling, like watching some of their practices, I'm like, that looks like torture a little bit.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
it is, actually.
Okay, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say we just talked to Jackson Rexroth, and he did all 4 sports all the way through. Like, at what point did you specialize in football, or did you say I'm gonna do everything all the way through?
I did everything. Honestly, I didn't specialize. There was a time where I wanted to quit wrestling and like just focus on football. But my parents were like, nah, like you've been doing this your whole life. You might as well just finish out. But I had hurt my ankle my senior year of college football. Senior year of high school football.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't get able to wrestle or run track my senior season. But I did what I could.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mhm. Did you have to have like surgery or anything? Or
No, I was just in the booth for like 8 weeks.
Oh.
Dang, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Did you go to a big high school?
yeah, it was 7A.
Yo, that's a lot of
Georgia.
A's.
Yeah.
7A the highest?
Yeah, 7 is the highest in Georgia.
So how
It's
many
probably
you graduate
6
with?
now. What's up?
How many people you graduate with?
It was like 950, I think,
I know, in your own, in just one class.
in our class. Yeah.
Wow. Did you guys have to go to your like graduation ceremony?
Mhm. Walked
You had
across
to
stage. Yeah,
You had to sit through all those?
we did.
Wow. What'd you do the whole time?
I don't remember. I was just sitting there for real, chilling, waiting.
Well, you're
on
probably one of the
waiting
first
on my
guys.
turn. Yeah.
He's like, I'm already done.
And then you had to sit through everybody else.
Yeah.
That's painful. Do you know what you're majoring in?
Yes. Business and enterprise leadership.
Oh, cool. I feel like that's a pretty popular one.
Yeah.
What does enterprise leadership mean? Do you know?
I think it's like just management with being able to move around businesses, I guess, like
I never really
communications
understood.
and stuff like that. I don't know.
The way I
Just-
always thought of it is like how to think outside the box.
It's
I
stuff
never-
like that. Like,
Because there's a lot of solutions to the same problem. Whether or not you're thinking outside the box to make it happen.
I just thought it's like more of an all-encompassing thing.
like entrepreneurship classes and things like that.
Yeah. Would you want to ever start your own business?
That would probably be cool one day.
What would your business be?
Probably some real estate type business.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know a guy.
Matt's in
You know
real
a
estate.
guy?
I'm,
We'll keep in
I'm what,
touch.
year six in real estate. I'll be around for a while.
Okay, cool.
Do you see yourself moving back to Georgia ever?
Probably. I mean, I'm not sure where I'll end up at, but it's a nice place. We'll see though.
You are very short spoken.
Like, what you mean?
I think he's well media trained is what he is.
You're very well media trained, Seth. Because before you came in, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, Seth is so funny." Yeah. You are very.
That's real.
You're very tight-lipped.
I don't know what to say about that.
You're just trying to say the right thing. You just want to
I'm chilling though.
keep
I'm
it
cool.
short. Okay. I'm trying to like go through all of my questions that I can possibly think. What do you?
Jeez.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
We're here.
It's
So-
lovely. We've gotten to know you very well
So
in a short
growing
amount of
up,
time.
Did your dad play for the Rams?
Mm-hmm.
So were you in? Well, would he have been done playing when you were
Yeah,
growing up?
he finished in 99.
Okay,
Yeah.
in your 2000s.
02, yeah.
Oh, two.
That hurts.
Yeah. Wow. That's kind of crazy to think.
Yeah, I didn't realize I'm 8 years older.
8? Okay.
94.
Okay.
We don't have to say 8. Like 8.
Nah, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Why was your dad's nickname Flipper?
Oh, because when he was a kid, he had this babysitter that said he cried like a dolphin. So it was a dolphin named
Wait,
Flipper.
what?
Yeah.
It's not even
So
football
that's-
related.
It isn't. Like, I've had people like, oh, his name's Flipper because he was doing flips in the end zone. And like, that's not true at all.
Did he do flips in the end zone?
Nah, he
Oh.
didn't. Nah,
That might be my favorite story.
Seriously, that's the reason.
that's the reason. Yeah.
That's
Just stuck with
hilarious.
him.
And it
growing
just. That's funny. What did your
Wow.
dad end up doing when he was done playing?
He went into referee. Like, he was refereeing college basketball, stuff like
Oh.
that. So,
You still
Gotcha.
do that?
yeah. He's
Nice.
just, yeah, he's his own boss, stay in shape. So he seems to like it.
Yeah. You know what? That is a job that would keep you in shape.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That would be, it's like,
I don't know. I see some of the guys that ref Iowa basketball. Those dudes are not in shape. Going up and down
Yeah.
the court.
You got to chase dudes around.
has he ever gotten into any like quarrels with any of the coaches?
I'm
I feel like
sure he's
basketball
had
coaches
some
are crazy.
Tech stories, stuff like that, but nothing crazy. Like,
Mm.
I mean, if he's as soft spoken as you are, I can't imagine he's getting heated on the, on
Yeah.
the court.
he's a cool guy.
Well, so based on all this, we had TJ on. He said he likes to talk smack. You say anything back or you just look at him?
Oh yeah, I'm talking out there for sure.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
That's your.
that's definitely all fall camp. That was us, honestly.
I find it so interesting, and this must be just like a guy thing, but you guys can like chirp at each other the whole time on the field, and it's like a whole deal. And then you go in the locker room, and it's like nothing ever happened. You're just friends. What is that?
That's like, I guess, just knowing and understanding it's just part of the game. Like, you out there competing, you know, and like getting under his skin or he getting under your skin is just part of it. I feel like it's a way to grow our team and just get us tough, keep us tough, things like that. So
I feel like I would be, if somebody, like if TJ was like, you are so slow, I would think about that for weeks and I would be so upset.
what if you know you're not slow? You can't even, it won't affect you. Like,
You have, okay, so it's a certain amount of confidence that you
Yeah.
have to have to be
Well, you
able
got to
to
go
take
up there
that.
saying like, I know I'm better than this dude. That's the only way you're going to get open.
Yeah, that's the only
You go
way
up there
to-
thinking
to
I'm
win
trash,
matchup.
you're going to be trash.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying if another girl lined up against me and was like, you are so slow, you don't belong here or something like that, I think I'd quit the team. I would have a grudge against her forever. But you guys aren't like that.
That's tough.
I'm just saying girls are different than guys probably.
To a point.
To a point.
You only talk smack to our guys or to other DBs?
Other DBs, yeah. Whoever's talking for real, I mean,
So you let them
It
talk
depends on-
first.
it really depends on how I'm feeling. I mean, I'm not going out there hoping to talk trash or waiting to talk trash, but like sometimes it just happens. I don't even know what I be saying. It just,
It just comes out.
yeah.
Just instinct.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yo.
Are any of your siblings athletes?
Yeah, so my older brother, he was in the league for a little bit and went to CFL. And my older sister was running track in college. But that was it for real.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay. The CFL, did you ever go and watch any games?
Nah, I was in college, so I wasn't really, I was kind of busy. So, but I was watching them for sure.
CFL is a very different game.
Yeah,
Like it's close enough, but
but it's different in a lot of ways.
because is it first and 20, you only get 3 downs, or is it still first and 10?
Okay,
you only
I
get
don't
three?
know like all the rules down to that. I
Like,
just know
there's-
like he was able to run like motion forward before the snap
Yes.
and stuff like that. And the goalpost is on the front of the end zone.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you can catch. Well, even if you miss the field goal, I feel like you get points if it goes out of the back of the end zone. Like there's a lot of like weird,
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a
and the
lot to
ball's
it.
different too.
Yeah.
I think the ball's a little more round
Hmm.
than ours is.
So he was a receiver too.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
It's kind of in the blood.
Who did he play for?
What's up?
Who did he play for?
Argonauts.
Toronto.
CFL, yeah.
And then who was he with in the NFL?
He was on like the Niners, Texans, and Colts.
Okay. The Colts. I
Mhm.
love the Colts. Do you know why?
Why is that?
Because their mascot. Have you seen
Oh
their
yeah, he's
mascot?
cool. He's funny. He's done some funny stuff.
I know. I wish we could have that mascot at Iowa.
Herky's cool though. Herky.
No, Herky's cool, but if Herky had one of those things where he could like do
Oh,
the hip
bounce.
thrust, the hip
Yeah.
thrust thing that he does,
Yeah.
I am obsessed with that. I
That-
send anybody and everybody those Instagram reels that he posts. Do you follow him on Instagram?
I don't follow him,
Oh, you
nah,
should.
but I've seen his vids for sure.
You should.
It's so I get so many of him just doing that.
Yeah. Where'd your brother that played football and professionally, where did he go to college?
Utah.
Utah.
hmm
Did you ever visit Utah for a game?
Yeah, I was there. I was way young, but I remember going over a couple games as a
Mhm.
kid.
That's a pretty place.
Mm-hmm. Salt Lake City.
Oh, Salt Lake City.
That's where the Utes are?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Not either.
When would he have played for the Argonauts?
I think that was 21.
Trying to think if Tavon would have still been playing. Would he have played with Tavon Smith or played near Tavon?
Oh. And
Because I played with Tavon,
okay.
and he was originally from.
Back when y'all were here.
Yeah, he went to the league for 2 years. Which, if you haven't checked out that episode, it's the first one of this season. Yeah, and I think he played for Ontario. I feel terrible that I missed it, that I'm messing it up. I think he played Ontario for a couple years, and then wanted to go to Toronto, and then he had something up with his knee. I can't remember if he ended up playing, but there's a couple guys that I played with that went there. Jermanique
For real?
Smith was also a CFL guy,
Okay.
another receiver. A couple guys actually make it decent up there.
Would you ever do that?
Not the goal, but
Right.
you know, I'm not really looking at it as of right now.
Yeah. But you wouldn't. I mean, later, maybe.
Like he's 45 and his NFL career is finally over.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm giving you a good 20 years.
Okay, appreciate that.
Do you have an NFL team you used to follow?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Nah, there wasn't really a team I really followed. I like players though. Like I used to watch players growing up.
Who was
Like that.
one player that you were like, I want to be like that someday?
When I was a little kid, it
Yeah.
was Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson.
He's on the Vikings.
Yeah.
He's the running back.
Gotcha.
You at least
Oh.
know.
I was going to say, the Vikings. I
Okay,
was.
No, I appreciate you went a little further though. But
I was
Okay.
going to say
Yeah,
it.
he was, because I was running back as a little kid. So like that was just who I was watching.
okay. Any receivers?
Now it's probably like Mar Chase and Diggs. I used to like Stephon Diggs, Justin Jefferson, like that.
I feel like the normal name.
Yeah.
See, I know those names too.
I was used to watch Larry Fitzgerald growing up.
Okay, yeah, he's a dog.
He doesn't say anything.
He just go to work.
He just goes out there. I think he's got the lowest drop percentage rate in the history of the league.
Yeah, I think that's true.
It's like less than 3% of all passes that he gets a hand on. It's something wild because he played in the league for a long time. I had a Larry Fitzgerald jersey.
I've seen that stat somewhere.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
What can you say about Mark Gronowski? Just as him as like a leader, as your quarterback. What do
He's
you
just
got?
a great guy. I think he's a cool dude to be around. He's a great team guy to just have around. And I think he's a great person to be quarterback.
We have some facial hair. What are your thoughts on his facial hair? The new.
Oh yeah, he's got the.
Fu
He
Manchu.
saved that now. He had it for the game.
Oh, it was
He
just
said he
for
does
one.
it like once every game, every year, or something like that. I liked it. If it felt like he's going to go out there and attack somebody with that. So
How are you gonna have a game against Minnesota like that shave it?
He has to grow it back.
Golly.
I
I'm
don't
actually
know.
kind of upset.
But Trevor Locke did it too. They was together with that. So
Not you though. You're not into that.
nah, I don't know if I can do the handlebars.
Trevor Locke is an interesting cat.
Yeah,
He's funny.
he is.
He's a very funny personality.
Cool guy.
Laura started that interview with, "You're kind of giving me a weird vibe."
Like
I
that was
did
it.
That's what she started with.
I did not say
what,
that.
What did you say?
I said it was because he had some funny pictures posted on Instagram of like at your guys' media day, and he had that mustache,
Okay.
and then he had like a WWE belt, and I was like, these are kind of weird pictures. Explain it. I didn't say he was a weird guy.
Sorry.
I just like to put it out there.
Yeah.
Let's go back to high school a little bit. Talk about your recruiting process. How you picked up Charleston Southern.
Okay. So it was during COVID and stuff like that. So no coaches were really visiting or anything. So we had no spring ball and stuff.
Wait, you
That
normally have a
was-
spring ball?
Yeah, like spring practice.
Not here.
It's not-
No, I'm
oh,
from
for
South
real?
Dakota, so like we don't.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, football or high school football in Georgia, you have spring practice and the summer workouts and then get to the season. There was no spring practice, and that's like the main recruiting process starts to go down. And then you get to the season, and this is my senior season, and I was getting stuff like Army and it's called Air Force,
Mm.
and like those type schools. But then Charleston Southern had offered me like later on, and I was like, yeah, I'll take the offer. So
I don't
It was
know
good
as a
experience.
receiver if you'd want to go to Army.
yeah,
That might be a little tough.
I heard they like do a lot of stuff like shave your head, take your phone.
Oh,
I was
boy.
like, nah.
Well, they also like run the ball like what?
Yeah, they do a
90%
lot
of
of
the
triple
time or
option.
something.
They're throwing a little bit more, but they're built on the triple option.
I don't know what that means. I just know we watched a game one time and I was like, all they do is run the ball.
That's yes, that is true. Same with Air Force,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so when they play each
similar
other,
type
that's
offenses,
super exciting.
and Navy.
Okay,
All the armed forces kind of run similar offenses.
understood. Okay. So you came to Iowa, obviously. Like,
Hold on, Charleston Southern.
yeah. What about it? Go ahead.
Well, we talked a little bit about like the transfer portal stuff. Was it what you expected when you got in the portal, or was it like we talked to some guys who entered the transfer portal and they're like, my phone didn't stop blowing up. I didn't know what was happening. Is that kind of like, because you said you had Kansas, Georgia Tech, Iowa. Was it weird when you got in?
I was kind of like that too. Like first day, it was like blowing up, and then like those next couple weeks in the portal, or just taking phone calls back to back. So it was pretty. It was a long process. It was pretty hard process, I thought, but it was in a way pretty easy. Just I was staying in communication with my fam, letting them know, because it was over Thanksgiving break too, so I was able to be with them
That's
and
nice.
go over whatever I needed to talk about. So it was a pretty great process for me, I think.
Mm-hmm. Did you get to then with the transfer portal? Did you get to visit here before you decided to commit, or was it just kind of you had to just?
Yeah, you
What
could
that look
take
like?
like 5 official visits out of the,
Oh.
or at least when I was transferring, you take 5. So yeah, this was one of them.
Okay.
Who were the other 4?
It was JMU,
Okay. James Madison.
James Madison, yeah. Georgia Tech, App State. I think that was it.
You didn't take one to Kansas?
Nah, it was like towards the end of it.
Mm.
And like they offered me like towards the end of my process. So
You're like, I'm already good. Appreciate it.
it was like one of those. Yeah.
Gotcha. What was did your dad ever give you, or your mom too, give you advice on like when you pick a school, this is what you should look for? Or was it just kind of left up to you?
There were definitely things I was looking for when trying to choose a school. And here was basically, the staff that I knew was going to stay here. That was big for me. And just being able to grow as a man and like on off the field, honestly, and just looking just past college and knowing what schools would be best for me. I feel like I was the best.
Yeah, that makes sense. They also have a pretty good rate of putting guys in the NFL too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely a big part as well.
For sure. And then you get a great quarterback
Mm-hmm.
and it all just comes together.
Exactly.
That's great.
I say even receivers as of late. I think Brandon Smith's still in the league. At least last I checked, he was on the practice squad. Amir been in the league for a while. Riley was in the league for a little bit. Easley was in the league for a little bit that I played with.
Mm-hmm. Then you're next. That's all you gotta say. If you could pick an NFL team that you would like dream to play for, you have one.
Never dreamed to play for any team, but like I guess playing for the Falcons would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Going back home would be cool to just play for the Falcons. But I have no like team that I would like want to play for. Crazy.
Well, who has the best like stadium, do you think?
Stadium?
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
I mean, would you care to play in a dome versus outside?
I don't know. Sometimes I guess I like the sun sometimes. But that's probably Arrowhead. Their stadium seems like it'd be jumping. So
Does it have a roof, like a retractable one? No?
Kansas City, I don't think does.
I don't think so.
It's outside all the time.
I think Dallas and Houston do. Arizona, I think, does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about the weather here coming from the south?
It's actually been pretty warm, but the winters are pretty long. Like there's guaranteed snow every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with it, but it's like sometimes the snow will be on the ground for a while. Like you just wonder when it's gonna melt for real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You haven't been playing any snow games here, have you?
Mm.
I see you got it easy.
Like on the ground playing.
Yeah.
Nah.
There's still time.
You had some snow games?
Here?
Yes, we had one. The
well,
Purdue game.
Yeah, Purdue 2015.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just on the ground. It wasn't snowing while we were playing.
Yeah. They had to come in like that morning and like shovel the field first.
It was like, yeah.
Not
it was
shovel,
really
but
hard ground.
whatever.
Yeah.
And then shovel all the like stadium seats off too, because it was like inches of snow. It's like
I remember
frigid.
sitting in our room and like we were getting the weather update. We were like, are we going to go play in this blizzard?
Mm.
But thankfully it stopped. Then we won the Big Ten that day, so it was pretty solid.
Oh yeah. That's 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all get talked about a lot.
Hey.
Oh, what do they say?
They're saying actually this team is pretty comparable to that team. We got that the other day.
Really?
But
In what ways?
just how like our togetherness,
Mhm.
like off the field and things like that, like just our team here talking about how to fight for each other. And we have a good like sense of that as a team, just having each other's back and things like that. So we were just told that it's kind of resemblance of the 2015 team because y'all get talked about a lot because being undefeated, did a lot of things the right way. So that's what they were saying.
I mean, those are like the main things that were the reason we went.
Yeah.
Went undefeated. We only had one draft. We only had one guy drafted on that senior team, and he was a 7th round pick, Austin Blythe, and he played 10 years in the league.
Yeah.
But and we had other guys get drafted later, like Josie and George and
Mhm.
CJ, right? But I think one of the main things that team really had is like we all competed for our spot, but it wasn't like a malice filled competition of like I want to beat you, so you're trash and I'm better. It was like if I'm better than you, then you're going to work to be better than me, and because everybody's competing in that way, like a helpful competition, then everybody got better because of it.
Yeah.
Iron sharpens iron, as they say.
Yeah.
You probably heard that a time or two.
Yeah. A few times.
But having Coach Ferentz as your coach, I mean, what are some things that like he said in meetings or just things that you've picked up from him that you think will stick with you?
I mean, every meeting he says something that I feel like will stick with me. But he always talks about just staying in the moment, not worrying about outside noise and things like that. So it kind of helps when you're out there playing, or if you're just going through everyday things, just trying to keep things tidy. And I feel like he's always given us words of wisdom that help us. So him being a coach that's just been in it for a while, he's seen a lot. He just always gives us free game.
Yeah.
And he sees everything at practice.
Yeah.
He'll be like full field over in the other side of the defensive field, and he'll yell if you drop a ball or something. Like I remember, I still hear him. We're called receivers, not droppers.
Yeah, he was saying that. He was saying that. That's crazy.
Oh, that's funny. What do you like to do outside of football? What's like your hobbies?
Hobbies?
Yeah.
Like, okay, out here, I'll just play the video games for real if I'm not doing anything football related. But at home, I guess I probably like ride my bike or something like that, go swimming.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah.
You ride your bike?
I have to. Like, I like riding it. for
I mean,
real.
like, do you ride it like would you do it like competitively? Like, do you do it for,
like cycling?
Yeah, like, do you do
Nah.
it for a
Oh,
workout?
yeah, it's more like a workout. I would take my little bro. We just go biking somewhere. I don't know.
That's so
Hey.
cool.
Yeah.
You said you're a swimmer too?
I'm not a swimmer, but I'll go swimming.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
I feel like that makes more sense for the flipper nickname than cry like a dolphin.
Yeah. Yeah. I just like being outdoors for real.
Really?
You go
Yeah.
hiking or anything?
Nah, I've never been hiking though. I've like hiked.
How have
as
you
a
lived here for
kid,
3 years?
but-
Not go to like McBride or something?
What's that?
The Lake McBride here in
Oh,
Corville.
They have like a little hiking trail you could go on.
Okay.
You might be able to take a bike out there. Do you have a moped
We'll
or do
see.
you ride your bike around town?
I don't have any bike out here. No type of bike out
We
here.
need to get an NIL deal for you.
We'll see.
Like those ones. Have you been on a bike that's like motorized or whatever, like electric?
I know what you're talking about. I've never ridden those though.
It's actually kind of scary.
For real?
Yes, like they actually get going pretty fast.
Okay.
Pretty sure the one we got your dad was, I didn't buy it, but the one that your dad got was like 60. That can go 60 miles per
Yeah,
hour.
like goes.
Does he like it though?
That might be an exaggeration, but yeah, I think so.
I'm
I don't
pretty
know.
sure
You might
it
want to
goes
look
60.
into it.
60 is fast.
That is, there's literally no way you're driving a bike at 60, right? That sounds crazy.
fast.
That is fast.
It was a really nice one.
I don't know.
I'll have to talk to him.
You should look into it though. They have plenty of them around here at like Shields and stuff.
But don't you have to cycle, or you don't have to move your
Yes
feet
and
at all?
no.
You do like pedal to like get it going and then and like do it like
Cruise.
kind of like a
Okay.
moped type situation.
Got it.
So you like biking, swimming, and playing video games. What do you play? Madden, 2K. Is that it?
Yeah. Call of Duty
That's what
though
everybody
too. I like
says.
Call of Duty. I just got Battlefield 6. That's been pretty fun lately.
What's that?
I've never played Battlefield until just now, but
It's
it's
a more
pretty fun.
realistic Call of Duty.
Yeah, I like that.
Got it. Okay. You play Fortnite?
I've been playing Fortnite a little bit. Yeah.
Nice.
Laura actually is decent at Fortnite.
Okay.
No, I used to play before we had kids.
Oh,
I
okay.
played one, yeah.
Those free
And I
time.
won one time.
She did win.
Victory.
She was camping, but she won.
Still counts.
Still counts. Thank you. Well, this has been lovely. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. We wish you the best of luck this season.
Thank you.
And yeah, we just appreciate your time, Seth.
Appreciate you guys.
Okay, well, shall we take some audience questions?
Yeah, we've loved it so far. Thought we'd give you guys some more airtime.
And we've loved all the comments we've been getting. So great.
Some
Just
are
to
really
even
good.
hear- Yes. What?
I love that people are holding Laura accountable for her fashion choices.
That was one of the funniest comments I think I've ever heard in my life. I had nothing to say back. You're right. I did wear jeans and a rain jacket.
Yes.
Okay, John, we're ready.
This question's from Rosie and it's from Matt. Who is your favorite NFL team? I've always wondered.
So I grew up being, first of all, Rosie, thank you for writing that in. Grew up, I was a Packer fan. Watched a lot of Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers. But then when I had my opportunity in the NFL, I really liked my time out in New York. So I don't really watch the NFL a ton, although my son really likes Saquon Barkley. So we watch the Eagles a lot for Saquon and Cooper DeJean. But I do really like the Jets. I really like the Jets organization. They're not great in the win-loss column, but I do enjoy watching them play.
I like the Eagles. I'm gonna bandwagon with Dax.
I mean, that's
Nobody
fair.
asked my opinion, but I'm gonna throw that in there.
Saquon.
I would assume that this question is for Laura. This is from Auburn VK.
Good job. You're killing it.
Yeah. This one's from Auburn. Where does Mary Ferentz watch the games? I've always been curious about this.
So if I knew exactly where she sat,
We're not telling you.
I wouldn't say it. But I would assume she watches it somewhere indoors out of the elements. I can't imagine Coach Ferentz allowing Mary to sit out in the rain at the Oregon game, for example, or Purdue 2017.
2017.
Way worse. So cold. So I would assume somewhere indoors, but I don't know where exactly.
Okay, this one's from Andy. What's it like having kids?
It is the best thing in the whole entire world. It is so much fun.
Yes.
I mean, I could definitely talk about like the challenges and the thing. Like, I don't think I have not gotten a full night of sleep probably in 4 years, to be completely honest. It's been a really long time since we've gotten like a real good full night of sleep. But I'm not going to talk about any of that kind of stuff because that just comes along with it. You sign up for that when you have kids. What you don't know that you're signing up for is just like the crazy, beautiful, joyful things that come along with it. Like the smallest stuff. Like Dax has learned how to read words that are like 3 to 4 letters long. And watching him do that for the first time, I can't even tell you. There's nothing in my life I've ever been more proud of. Anything I've ever done does not even like hold a candle to watching him read one word. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just like that, those little types of things. The first time that they see the Christmas decorations at Costco when they put those up. Like beautiful, lovely, littlest stuff. I mean, the littlest, tiniest things and watching the joy in their face and in their eyes is just the best thing. So that's what it's like having kids. And I would highly recommend it to absolutely anybody. And everyone thinks we're crazy for having such small kids that are all so close in age, but it's not crazy. It's lovely.
Well, and being able to like be a kid with them.
Oh,
like playing football.
That's definitely your favorite part.
Yeah,
Yes.
like playing football out back, and Dax is like, "Hey, let's go play catch for a while." It's like, "You darn right, let's go play catch for a while." And then it turns into a game, and I got to kick off, and like there's all this stuff. But being able to do that, and I think the main thing that I would say about having kids is you get to see how innocent people really are.
Mm-hmm.
You see the innocence in kids' lives of, like you said, seeing Christmas decorations and they light up. It's because they don't know any different, right? They don't live with the stresses and all that kind of stuff, and it makes you kind of go back to when you were a kid. Like I see a lot of stuff. I see Dax doing things like whether it's football cards or something. It's like, I remember doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Like how cool is that? Now he gets to share in that. We just came up with a game called Don't Get Hit, where they're in a bounce house, and like I just throw these soft balls at them, and it's just don't get hit. Like that's fun because they're like laughing, but at the same time, like we're all having fun. It's not like I'm trying to bean my kids by any means, but like getting to do the kid stuff with them with the joy that they do it. Like yours is words, mine is throwing balls at them in a jump pit. But getting to have that time is you can't get enough of it. Or Brock just smiling at you. You know that he only gave you an hour and a half at a time for sleeping, and yet when you go into his room and he hits you with that gummy.
The gummy smile.
Super smile.
Yep. All is forgiven.
All is forgiven.
I'm not even tired anymore.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
Incredible.
This next one's from Rebecca. What are some of the rivalry traditions that our players do for like the Cyhawk, Floyd, Heartland, and Heroes games?
Oh my gosh. I actually don't know. You would know.
Well, so I don't know if we might have to dive into more lore on that stuff for particular those games. But I know for any trophy game, they put an empty trophy case in the weight room right in the middle.
Oh.
Because this team hasn't earned that trophy. So whether or not when you won it last year, let's say we won it in 2015, the 2016 team hasn't earned that trophy. So they go hide the trophy, put the empty trophy case there, and then all week you have to look at it. They do that. They play, anytime we're away, they play really loud music. And then in our locker room, during the week, they'll play the other team's fight song on repeat to the point where you get so annoyed of hearing it that you never want to hear it again. It's just constantly going at this super loud volume. Those are just like little things to try and make us basically hate the other team as much as possible before we play. But the trophy thing I think is really unique because you have to look at it and say, we haven't earned that. I played on last year's team that earned it, but this team hasn't earned it yet.
Kelly Sue asks, do you keep in touch with your teammates from the undefeated team?
Yeah, actually, I'm in a fantasy football league with LaShawn Daniels, James Daniels, Boone Myers, a couple other buddies. And it was really cool to see him at the reunion because I haven't seen them for a while. LaShawn moved out west. I know Boone's wife does a lot of stuff with
Work.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. Cattle, stuff like that. So it was really cool that we all got to come together. Tavon, obviously he was here on the podcast, but getting to see him and talk to him and like all these business ventures that he's going on. Yeah. So there's quite a few people I keep in touch with, and it's pretty cool.
This next question is from Bubba. And I'm going to add on a question of my own to his question. Are you excited for wrestling season to get started? And then as kind of like a side note, I was curious, Laura, which sports you MC for?
Oh, great questions. First of all, of course we're excited for wrestling
Yes.
season. We're basically, Matt said this, we're basically like a football podcast, and then also wrestling is like right underneath of it. Because gosh, the wrestlers all just have like great personalities. Like
They can talk.
They can talk.
Alex Marinelli.
And
Get
they
you
don't
going.
mind talking. Like
Yes.
you get what you get with a wrestler. And it doesn't matter. Like a lot of times when we're at, when I'm hosting the wrestling duels at Carver, I always interview some sort of alumni. It could be an alumni from last year, or it could be a guy
Chuck
from
Yagla.
like way back in the 80s or when, I shouldn't say way back, that was so rude, but like back in the 80s or whatever. And they all are very similar.
Mhm.
And it always is, you get what you get. Like they're not beating it around the bush. They're going to give you the straight answer. And they're always so fun too. So, yes, very excited for wrestling season. I MC, John, to answer your question, I host football, women's and men's basketball, wrestling. And those are like the main ones now. It's kind of evolved over time, but I used to do like all of gymnastics, all of volleyball. I did some softball and some baseball.
You've been to a women's wrestling meet last year, right?
Women's wrestling. I do some women's wrestling too. And yeah, so it's evolved over time. But now, you know, with the way that the NCAA works and everything is structured in terms of like just where I'm supposed to be is mainly those 4 sports. But yeah.
Awesome. Question from Matt. What kind of role did your faith in Jesus play while you were playing for the Hawkeyes?
Great question, Matt. Great name, also biblical. Thank you. There's, sorry, bad joke. I'm full of them today. While I was playing, it was more of a knowledge as opposed to an experience. I shared that when you actually interviewed me, that I didn't really have a true Jesus experience and like understanding his love for me until after I got done playing, and what that actually meant to follow Christ as opposed to just knowing who he was. I do remember there was one time, it was actually 2015 Iowa State. It was right after Kanziri had fumbled. I think we were tied 17-17 at the time, and he just fumbled or something. And one of, I don't know if you necessarily want to call it a life verse, but one of the verses I know really well was Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6, which is trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding, and acknowledge that he's always there. And that might not be verbatim depending on what translation you use. But I remember like he really took that to heart, and he thanked me in like he thanked me on the sideline. He thanked me in his post-game interview, and then he thanked me in the locker room for being able to speak some truth to that. And he comes out and ends up scoring a touchdown for us. It was really cool to see that. So I had like a basis knowledge, but I hadn't had that true experience yet. Although football led me to where I was able to finally have that full experience. So kind of an evolving thing, I guess is probably the way I'd put that.
Mhm.
You were with me through those whole times. You could probably speak to that too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you definitely went through like a harder phase your super senior year. And I wouldn't say you like lost your faith at any point, but I think you were leaning on other things other than that probably. And not in like a detrimental way, but just.
Yeah, and it's not like I was drinking and doing all
No,
these
no.
other things, but
No, just more being like sad.
like I'm going to
upset.
take care of it as opposed to
Yes.
letting God take care of it.
Totally. Yeah. Leaning more on your understanding as opposed to his.
There you go.
Just to pull it back to that. But yeah, just to watch the evolution of you like spiritually over that, like going through that, like the high of 2015, the high of like the beginning of 2016, the low of getting hurt, the low of 2017 not going exactly how you wanted it to, and then seeing your way out of that was really cool.
Thanks.
I don't know if that answers the question, but
I'm sure it'll start. Thanks, Matt. Oh, also on that same thread, I think we've gotten a few DMs on different views, I guess, of the gospel. Talkin Hawks, although that's a really good place to go, I would encourage you that if you have something that you wanted to talk about spiritually, to DM me directly on Instagram. I'd be more than happy to answer any of those questions.
You don't want Matthew and I to answer those?
Kind of. You do.
Based on your background, yes.
Yeah.
Get them going.
This last question is from Stephanie. Does Matt ever wish he was athletic?
What do you think, Matt?
Steph, I did a back tuck in your front yard at your old place. So you tell me whether or not I'm athletic.
I have to find the video of that.
I did it.
John, if I can find the video
it's going
of
in.
Matt
I'm
just
clipping it.
absolutely wiping out,
Hey, I only wiped out what, twice?
trying to do a backflip, I thought he was dead. It was so bad. So that, for context, that's my sister asking that question. And she didn't know that I wasn't the one receiving the questions through the Talkin Hawks question box. So that was just a little call out.
Yeah, so the staff is like, is this person been just being really mean to Matt?
Well, yes. Put it
So
simply.
good. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for all those questions. John, thank you for telling us those questions. And we just encourage you guys to continue to send in any questions that you have, whether that's through DM or in the comment section of like YouTube videos or on our reels on Instagram or Facebook or wherever. We're always checking those. John and Matthew, I should say, and Tabby are always checking those. We just appreciate it so much because the engagement is lovely. Okay, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back with our preview for Michigan State. Well, hey, Talkin Hawks fans, we are so excited about our newest sponsor of the podcast, and that is Stack Wellness Cafe. Okay. Are you done interrupting?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Go.
Stack Wellness Cafe is fast, healthy food that you can grab on the go. It is protein shakes, bowls, and all kinds of other things to help you hit your protein goals for the day. Everything is made better.
I bought it. I go there. I'm going to drink it.
Well, truthfully, Matt goes there like every other day. I'm pretty sure you come home with a Stack protein shake almost every single day.
If you knew about it, you'd do it too.
All of their food is cooked locally and fresh and is delivered to each location for maximum quality and flavor. Okay. It's delicious. Wouldn't you say, Matt?
Nothing brings fans together on game day like great pizza and good company. At Marquee Pizzeria in the Iowa River Landing, we fire up fresh wood-fired pies, served ice-cold drinks, and create the perfect spot for fans of all ages. Whether you're out with friends or making it a family night, Marquee Pizzeria is the place to celebrate before or after the game. Grandma's Hands is my favorite. Find us in Coralville at the Iowa River Landing District. Go Hawks. I love Estella's because it's fresh. From fresh grilled steak to the salsas to the fresh pressed tortillas. I love Estella's because it's made there right in front of you and it's quick and it doesn't feel like fast food. It's fresh food made quickly.
We both love Estella's because it's made with love. They put a lot of pride in their food and customer service, and they're locally owned. Fresh food, made quick, and with love. Check out Estella's today.
Okay. Well, as you said, there are two, kind of like three more guaranteed games. And the next one coming up, just make the main thing about the main thing, which is Michigan State. Keep the main thing the main thing. Is that what you said?
Just keep going.
Whatever it is. Michigan State. That's
Nobody
who's
tell
coming
her.
up next. Nobody tell her. And we are talking about Michigan State lore. So this is the lore segment brought to you by Big Grove. It's already there. You don't have to add it.
Keep forgetting.
All right. So this first one is MSU's famous rock, the most competitive art project on campus. So they have this really big rock that's near Farm Lane. So if you're on the MSU campus or you're near there, go check that out.
That sounds like that should be on Iowa's campus.
It does
Farm
sound
Lane.
It's one of the most painted objects in the entire Midwest. I wonder if that's factual or not. Either way. But it goes all the way back to the 60s where somebody painted it for the very first time. They were asking someone out on a date, and apparently that ask didn't go very well. And so they got super embarrassed by it. So they painted on. They're like, oh, will you go on a date with me? Whatever. Didn't go well. Got super embarrassed. And so they like painted over it with like some spray paint, I guess. And yeah, so that's kind of how it all got started. But now it's like the best place that you can like ask somebody to go on a date, ask somebody to marry you, or like if you're a group on campus and you're trying to get like a message out, what's the word I'm looking for? Marketing or like promoting, any of that kind of stuff. You go to the rock and you paint it on there. But the thing is, like it gets painted so often that you have to be like kind of stealthy about it. So people literally, I guess, like sleep next to it and paint it overnight and then put a tarp over it so that somebody else doesn't come in and paint over what you've already painted, because it's like a ton of groups come in and try to paint their message on there of like, hey, come to this thing tomorrow or whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was a really good one. Here's the next one.
Well, do you have, so you said it's a big rock. Do we have dimensions of this rock? Do we have a picture of the rock?
I can find one.
And I don't mean Dwayne Johnson.
Stupid.
What the rock is cooking.
I was already thinking of that for a clip of putting him in there. So we're so in tune.
That's perfect. So in tune with
Dads.
stupid jokes. Just kidding. You guys have good jokes. All right. Next one is I think you pronounce it Beaumont, the Beaumont Tower. It is MSU's accidental engagement zone. So campus lore says if you kiss someone under the Beaumont Tower, you'll end up marrying them. And the rumor dates back to decades ago, and turned the tower into a go-to proposal spot. Apparently you can't walk by it in the spring without seeing a photo shoot happening next to it. Like it's just everybody goes to the Beaumont Tower to take pictures and all of the things. But it's known as a marriage curse because students who aren't dating will literally avoid walking under it together. And so they'll like take long detours or fake a phone call or suddenly need to like tie their shoes so that they're not like walking next to the thing so that they don't end up with a person they're walking with, I guess. Like that's how serious it is.
How demoralizing if you're walking with somebody and they're like, I actually just don't want to walk with you right now.
Yeah, can you imagine? Let's not go that way. Why? But I guess couples who want the good luck purposely have their first kiss there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that'd be a really good tell, though. Like, is he serious? Oh yeah, he's serious. He asked me to, kiss him.
He asked me to Beaumont.
Yeah, by the Beaumont Tower. So serious. All right, this one is one of my favorites and has kind of like a lot of information and also made me so jealous because I wish we had this here. The MSU Dairy Store. Okay, so this is a tradition that goes way back. And I guess the first cow, I always love to start these things with just like the most random passion puddle. The first cow arrived on campus in 1867, and the dairy store grew out of those early food science labs. They have food science as like a study at Michigan State. And the dairy store is run by the MSU food science students who actually make the ice cream as a part of their hands-on training. So everything is produced in MSU's own dairy plant in Anthony Hall. It's both a real production facility and a student learning lab. Interesting. So they rotate about 13 flavors at a time, but the best part is the ultra creative Spartan themed flavors. So they have a bunch of different ones. Like, I guess they're known for coming up with like crazy different flavors. Okay. So they have the Spartan swirl. It's cake batter ice cream with green frosting swirls. And then Izzo's malted madness, which is malted vanilla. That sounds lovely. With fudge and Whoppers. That sounds so good. My dad would love that.
Mm-hmm.
Malted vanilla. Yum. That sounds so good. And Beaumont brownie bliss. So caramel ice cream, fudge, and brownie chunks. I mean, those aren't like crazy combinations. Those are pretty like common combinations, but apparently they come up with a bunch of different ones. So during rivalry week, that is the hardest word to say. They release MSU versus Michigan flavors. And the Spartans joke that nothing maize ever tastes good with anything. I guess that's just like a running joke. But I think it was, I don't know what the Spartan flavor was, but the Michigan flavor was like maize and blueberry. And like, I know that at Dan and Debbie's, they have the sweet corn ice cream. Have you tried this?
Mm.
Oh, it's delicious. I got it last time we went there. And I'm thinking like sweet corn ice cream with blueberries. I'm actually into it. You know what that would taste like? Like a blueberry muffin. That sounds good. I'm going with Michigan for that one. Anyway, students call it the first stop for every campus tour. And
That's a lot for one cow.
I'm saying the first cow showed up way back then, and then they used the milk from that cow back then.
That's what I'm saying. That cow putting in work to make ice cream for an entire campus based off one cow.
Whatever.
Shout out Michigan State cows.
Anyway, so that is our lore for Michigan State. And there was so much more. It's actually a very like story-worthy campus, apparently. They've got a lot of good stuff going on there. So I've actually never been to the campus, but it looks lovely. And I would really like to have a food science specifically for ice cream.
That would be really cool.
Here.
Especially since we lost Whitey's.
Ah, that was sad. That was so sad.
Both
Anyway.
locations.
So I guess what I'm saying is we need somebody to open up a really good ice cream store in downtown Iowa City. And if there is already one there, please let us know because I haven't been down there in a really long time. I live 20 minutes away and still haven't. But there you go. There you have it. Michigan State lore brought to you by Laura and Big Grove.
That was a great end out.
It's kicking in.
Oh, here comes caffeine.
All right. Tell me about Michigan State, though, in terms of a football team.
0-7 in the Big Ten.
Oh, seriously?
They are 3-7.
Oh, my goodness.
They were facing Penn State. So last week was Michigan State, Penn State. I don't know the last time, and I'm not going to look it up, but the last time that both Michigan State and Penn State met late in the season without a win in the Big Ten. Penn State was 0-6 in the Big Ten. Michigan State was 0-6 in the Big Ten.
Wow. Look at everybody's complaining about Iowa 8-4. It could be worse. It could be worse. We could be Wisconsin with a new
what
coach.
People don't understand. I could always go crazy on it, but like they've gone through coaching changes and there's always going to be some sort of letdown before right away, except for Ryan Day taking over Ohio State, which he was already on staff. Like that's different when he took over Urban Meyer. But like Penn State, they were like, oh, get James Franklin out of here. Okay, then they go on a 7-game or 5-game losing streak until they finally beat Michigan State 28-10. And Penn State kind of controlled that game. We also found out Penn State really isn't a bad football team. They played us obviously really tough.
Maybe they're just a sick football team.
A little bit, I'm
culturally.
Sure. I would agree with that.
Question mark.
But like and obviously without Drew Aller, they're different. But I mean, they barely lost to us. They barely lost to Indiana. That's a pretty good football team. Michigan State lost to Minnesota in overtime, who obviously we played really well against. They've lost to Indiana, Michigan, Penn State. Like they just keep racking up the losses. Defense is not very good. Offense is not very good. I mean, it's just one of those things where this is not your typical Michigan State team.
Well, I remember, so our brother-in-law played from 02 to 06, something like that.
Yeah.
Like that was like prime Michigan State, right? I just feel like in that time frame, they were like the team to beat. No?
They were really good.
Okay.
And even in the East and West, when we played in 2015, obviously we played Michigan State, but like,
oh, right.
It was always Michigan State, Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State. Like it was those 4 on the East. And then it was either us or Wisconsin, usually Wisconsin out of the West. And obviously we took the West in 2015, but right now Michigan State is 0-7 in the Big Ten. Purdue is 0-8. Those are the only 2 teams that have not won in the Big Ten.
Goodness.
So this is just not your typical Michigan State team. That being said, you have to take it seriously. We've lost 2 heartbreakers. This is less about the X and O's, in my opinion. There's going to be some things like Tim Lester is an unbelievable offensive coordinator. I hope people see how crazy this guy is, because it's not just about.
Such a funny way. He's crazy.
He's crazy. Like some of these play designs based off a triple option, because he's totally catering to what Mark can do. Now we didn't throw the ball as much in the second half against USC. We missed a dig route to Caden Weege and kind of hit him in the feet. Like there's some things obviously that need to get buttoned up, but the play calling and how he's getting his guys in space is phenomenal. Unbelievably good. And what he's going to continue to do with Caden Weege, who's again not a true wide receiver, he's not a true running back, but he does good things with the ball in his hands. And we finally got him one on the end around against USC, right? But I think it's less about the scheme and more about like how much pride do you have now? If you're told that your ultimate pinnacle of Big Ten championship and college football playoff are off the table, how much does it mean to you to go out and play? I recall, it must have been a sophomore. I think it was a sophomore at Iowa. One of the scouts came in and he was looking at some of our seniors, and our coaches came back and talked to us after that meeting and said, one of the main questions the scouts ask are, do they love playing football, or is it just something they do? Because if you're going to go out there all the time on Sundays and play, you got to love doing it, because then you're going to put in the extra work. You're going to spend time after practice. You're going to work really hard at practice. You're going to watch film. You're going to get treatment. You're going to eat right. You're going to sleep right. You're going to do all these things because you enjoy doing it. So the question is, like, for the last 2 games here, do they love football? And do they love each other and KF enough to go out the right way? Because you still have that opportunity. Obviously, you're not going out with, like I said, the goals. Maybe you set preseason. But now it's about, this is what I do. and I'm going to go get back to my roots. They're going to run the football. I can already tell you that. They're going to run the football. Mark hasn't thrown a ton of passes, which it's kind of been the shtick, right, of Iowa for the last couple of years. Although we're starting to get more and more of a pass game, right? We push the ball down the field a little bit. The pass to Jacob Gill to start the game against USC was incredible. Right over the guy, boom. Like that's an NFL guy, right? In Mark Gronowski with the ball placement. And the one to Vonnahme against Oregon. We've seen it with his arm. But we're going to get back to running the football. Hopefully we can get our offensive line healthy so all 5 guys can play. And then it's going to be, we are going to get after it. We're sick of this feeling that's within us. We're going to go correct it. So as much as I can sit here, and I think you and I actually mentioned another podcast that gets into the weeds. I think you brought up a podcast, A&F podcast or something, which I have not seen.
Yeah. I can't remember. American Eats, Fredericks or something. And it's 2 brothers.
That's the name of it?
Yes. And they get very analytical. So if
Okay.
you're looking for something like that, I'm going to push you over there. I've never listened to it, but this is what I hear.
I've never listened
and
to it either.
people really like it.
I've never listened to it either. So obviously leave comments about it. Like I can go into the weeds, but this is less about the weeds. This is more about, are you playing because you love the game and that you're going to go out and do what you can to finish the right way? Logan Jones rallying the troops and being like, hey, this is how we are going to end this season. Mark Gronowski saying, I don't care what's happened. It's not always in our favor, but how do you respond, as I said earlier, to getting punched in the gut, punched in the face? How are you going to respond to that and finish against a bad Michigan State team who culturally is not what they've been? And then Nebraska, you have an opportunity to knock off a team who's sitting at 7-3 right now and win a trophy, especially when they go to games where Iowa isn't playing and saying they had Iowa, similar to Minnesota. And we saw how that worked out for them. So if we go out and do, again, what Iowa should do, really good run defense. That's been the one thing that's kind of been surprising this year is the run game up the middle. So we're going to have to stop that from Michigan State. Their first play against Penn State was a 57-yard touchdown run. And then they didn't sniff the end zone after that. That was it. First play. And then they went 3 and out, like 4 or 5 times. The one thing about teams that are relatively bad that have a history of being good, like Michigan State, is they're more likely to go for it on 4th down. They're more likely to say, screw it, here we go. Similar to the way Penn State came in after James Franklin got fired. They went for it on 4th like 2 or 3 times because they're like, we don't have anything to lose. But I think I'm going to belabor the point because this is going to be the messaging they're getting all week. Go out the right way. Finish the season. Don't come in and be a quitter halfway through because we didn't get what we wanted, right? Like the Nebraska running back, I think I saw a story saying that he's going to opt out for the rest of the season because he doesn't want to get hurt. Nebraska's not playing for a Big Ten championship or something. What are you talking about? Like, this is football. Go play the game. Finish the right way. Do what you're supposed to do. And at the end of it, you can look back and be like, you know what? That season didn't turn out the way we wanted. But golly, we had a lot of really good players, a lot of really good guys, and we became better people because of the stuff that we went through.
Matt, John, is it just me or was that like a little emotional? I feel like I was on like a roller coaster. I was like really sad and then really happy and then mad. And now I'm like I'm touched, right?
I'm saying this as a compliment. That could have been a motivational speech to like the team.
So good.
On our captain.
In our hearts. No, actually though, that was lovely. And I think the point that like made me a little emotional is when you were like, do they love you? Do they love the game and each other in KF enough to go out and like really get after it? And it's like, yeah.
I don't want to let KF have a 6-6 season.
Yeah.
Especially when this team, I think, is the best one since 2015. In terms of like when everybody's playing together, this team can stand with anybody. We've seen it. So go do it. Don't end the season 6-6.
Yeah. Great job. No notes. I have nothing.
Go Hawks.
I don't think I need to say anything. You're doing so great.
That might have been abrupt, but do the sign out.
Okay. I really thought we were going to end it on that. But all right. So if you guys love the podcast, which I hope you do, and I hope you feel like you want to run through a brick wall right now for KF, for the Hawkeyes, for everybody, then you need to like and subscribe. At the Talkin Hawks YouTube channel. Okay. It's the official Talkin Hawks YouTube channel. Just type it in. Make sure you hit the notification bell and you'll know when we put out new episodes. And also, Matt, I'm so fired up right now because you really lit the fire that we're going to do a giveaway. If we get 1,500 subscribers, I believe we're at what, John?
138.
138. Let's get to 1,500. So send this episode or send some clips to your family, to your friends, and say, hey, go subscribe to this YouTube channel, and maybe you will be our giveaway winner. Okay? So
Maybe
once
we'll do multiple. I don't know how I'm feeling. Maybe we give 3 things away when we get there.
Matt's feeling a type of way.
Caffeine.
Yeah. Caffeine and the love of the game. That's all you need. Either way, if once we get to 1,500 subscribers, then we'll do a little giveaway. So we'll figure out the rules for that giveaway. But the first one is we need to hit 1,500 subscribers. So send it to everybody you know. Make sure you're following us on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Instagram. And did I miss any?
No, go
TikTok.
Hawks. Oh.
Matt is done. TikTok. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
Go
Go
Hawks.
Hawks.